Through the contenders bracket, and they are fired up for the semis. The first guy out of Salvador, Brazil, a living legend. He is the Wall. He is an Olympic gold, silver, and bronze medalist. He is Ricardo Santos. And his partner from the United States of America, originally out of Richmond, Virginia, a four-time Olympian. Oh yeah, give it out, Ricardo. Who wants it, Ricardo? And, oh, spike it in there, yes, solid. Nice catch, ma'am. Ricardo's partner, once again, a four-time Olympian, ladies and gentlemen, out of Richmond, Virginia. He's got an Olympic bronze medal. He's got a gold medal. Let me hear it for Reed Priddy. Got it, yes. Just made her life, Reed. Their opponents coming in as the #1 seeds, and ladies and gentlemen, they have been absolutely balling this year. 2017 looking like the year of Billy and Stafford, coming off their first win as a team. And for this first guy in Seattle, it was his first career AVP Tour victory. Out of Andover, Minnesota, he is Stafford Slick. And Stafford's partner from Fallbrook, California, the Matador out of Cal State Northridge. Let me hear it for Billy Allen.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The boys are taking the court. The boys, the men, whatever you want to call it. We got a great matchup coming up here. The crowd was giving quite a ovation for these players coming out here. Billy Allen, Stafford Slick, the 1 seed, but the Olympians on the other side of the court, Priddy and Santos, getting the crowd fired up with those intros. Everyone's happy to see them out here. It's quite a treat to watch two of the greatest volleyball players of all time in their own respects. Ricardo on the beach and Reed Priddy indoors. And here we go, they go after the indoor Olympian. And Reed tries to go off the block. That one goes deep. This is going to be a great matchup. Billy and Stafford, hottest team on tour by far. Obviously coming off 2 finals and Stafford Slick's first victory of his career in Seattle. Billy Allen's second. They start off with 1 point and they're going to get a chance to go up 2-0 with this transition. And of course, Billy Allen, such a clean side-out game. One of the cleanest high lines out there where you can come in strong and just hit a really consistent, deep, well located line shot. You're gonna see that all day. Ricardo on 2. Billy Allen sitting right in the pocket. And one of the greatest blockers to ever play this sport with the stuff. What a treat to have Ricardo Santos out here on tour. I think Ricardo getting on Billy Allen in this match is going to be a huge key. You know, Billy's been so consistent, but I don't think he's been tested that much this tournament by the blocks. And a really good block like Ricardo Santos is going to do that. Reed Priddy putting that one up, away, down the middle. These guys are fired up. You do not want to get this team fired up. They've played at the highest level, and the more pressure they're under, the better they're going to play. I guarantee you that. And these fans are feeling fired up. They gave them a great intro, and I'm seeing a little pep in these two guys' steps here. So the 1 seed is definitely going to have to perform to win this one. Nothing's coming easy for Stafford Slick and Billy Allen. Santos and Priddy are the 7th seed, the lowest seed remaining in the tournament. Stafford back to serve. There's an overpass. Oh. Look at these plays going on here.
The snap and the finish, Stafford.
You know, it's funny watching Reed Priddy dive. Watch this dive. That's a very indoor style dive where you kind of have that dolphin dive where he's used to landing on his chest. Not the best style you're going to see from most beach players. He'll probably have to get rid of that style of dive. You want to stay lower and almost like crawl on the ground and on the sand, because you're not going to slide after like you would indoors where you want to land on your chest and slide. That's a good way to get a full face full of sand, but I don't think he cares right now. He's going to do whatever it takes to get that ball up. As Billy Allen and Stafford Slick open up their lead a little bit here early in the first set. Stafford going the float now. Netty by Stafford Slick. That's a huge error because Reed Priddy went high and hard. Something you're going to see a lot out of Reed is he's going to go for the blocker's hands. He's going to stay really aggressive on that big block of Stafford Slick. But sometimes he's not even going to swing for the court. He's just going to go for his hands. And that's going to take a lot of discipline from Stafford. Carter goes deep, 6-3. Allen and Slick.
Go!
That one goes off the block. Notice how big Reed Priddy's approach is. It's kind of still that indoor style. He still has a little bit of a broad jump, it looks like to me, but that was a pretty nice changeup right there. Unloading on that serve. Can't keep it in. So I'm wondering if that's something they talked about earlier, is staying really aggressive, because they both Ricardo and Reed look like they're being aggressive early in this match. Staying on Reed, he's coming out of the middle now against that big block of Stafford Slick. Showing his beach game. Little off-speed shot over the block. Reed, one of the best athletes out there. Little out of system for Billy, and wow, Reed Priddy making the wrong read there. Or he made the right read to get himself there, but then misjudged the ball. This thing's clearly in. Just a little bit of a misread there. That one's going out. Ricardo not happy about that miss. If you notice there, you just see Ricardo's, he went with the crossbody to get down that high line, but he opened his shoulders. So if you're gonna go crossbody and open your shoulders, now you're kind of doubling up on that, on bringing that ball across, and it's gonna go too far every time you do that. You either got to go crossbody with it or you square up and hit that one straight. He did both there. Ricardo coming to the middle, and he bounces it off the leg of Billy Allen. Billy sitting in the pocket there. Almost got to the spot. Kind of just, Billy Allen just slipped in there second too late. Split second too late. And Ricardo Santos always making sure the camera's not on him when he's giving his blocking signals. Nice dig there by Ricardo, and he's gonna, oh, what a set by Billy Allen. Here we go. What a rally, and Ricardo tags the back line. Look at this athletic plays here. First of all, the set from Billy Allen to give Stafford an opportunity. Most teams are trying to keep that ball in play. Stafford and Billy are setting it up for a crush, and then of course Ricardo's sitting in there and taking that heat from Stafford and then delivering a kill for themselves. That's some high-level volleyball right there.
Lots of angle to work with for Billy Allen.
Billy Allen making the smart swing.
It's 10-7.
Good job by him, staying neutral and kind of seeing what the other team's giving him. Looks like Ricardo and Reed kind of doubled up on that. They both went to the line. Sometimes that's a strategy, sometimes it's miscommunication. Not sure what it was there for them. Stafford jump serve at Ricardo. That's out on the pin. And Billy can't come up with that dig. Kind of just overpowering the Billy Allen on the dig there. That set got pushed way out to the antenna, and when that happens, obviously a lot of court gets taken away from the hitter. So it's Stafford Slick's job there as a blocker to just seal as much court as he can and force it to go to Billy Allen. Nice block by Ricardo, reaching back to that low line. Great read there. Ricardo, one of the greatest blockers of all time. He has been a blocker in 4 Olympics on the beach representing Brazil. The guy has a gold medal, a silver medal, and a bronze medal at the Olympics. No one else in the world can say that except for, of course, the guy he played with, Ricardo, or Manuel Rigo, arguably the greatest player of all time. Oh, Reed Priddy. There you go.
Wait a second, what do we got?
Oh, sorry, that went down on
Reed asking for the challenge.
that went down on the side of Reed Priddy. Apparently, he was running to the net, tried to get that block.
Oh, it was on
Yeah, I think that's the right call. I thought it was on the side of Stafford and Billy as well, but Reed blocked it straight down on his side. Haha. And Reed gives the ref a thumbs up. Made the right call. Yeah, that's a really tough block to make because you're running from off the net. All your momentum's going to the net. You have to do a huge plant and then go straight up and make sure you're not drifting at all. So Reed was kind of forced to set up that block a few inches off the net, and that's why he blocked it straight down on his own
We want to
side.
head on over to the Obrigado Lounge. Obrigado, 100% pure coconut water from Brazil, and it's available for you over the Obrigado Oasis. Make sure when you get your coconut water, you say obrigado to the Obrigado people. Obrigado, of course, means thank you in Portuguese.
So as I mentioned before, Ricardo, one of the most decorated Olympians of all time. Just such a good player. At the tail end of his career, he retired from the World Tour. Now he's playing with one of our USA's best indoor players ever, Reed Priddy. Reed has a gold medal from Beijing Olympics. He's been the captain of the US national team. He's played since 2000 on the US national team indoors, played overseas, and he also got a bronze medal in Rio this past year. Now he made the switch to the beach, and the fans are definitely pumped about it. Everyone's lucky to watch these two play together. Wow, Reed almost getting his hand on that, going high off the hands. Good swing by Billy Allen. You'll see that. I've played him a lot, and there's all these plays where I think I know where he's going, and then he'll go high like that, and just really smart swings by Billy Allen, keeping it away from the block. Wow, look at that. Ricardo, just such good instincts out there, putting his hands in the right spot. You can't teach that. You don't practice that. You just play a ton of volleyball. I mean, this guy's played so much volleyball in his life. It's ridiculous. He could do this in his sleep. Reed Priddy gonna get a chance at trans, but he gets blocked by Stafford. Big physical block there by Stafford Slick, playing the best ball of his career by far right now. On the verge of making his 3rd final in a row before not making a final ever in his career. It's obviously a great partnership for him. Him and Billy are feeling it. And I think they have kind of a new dedication to the sport this year. They're really focused, playing really consistent ball, and both playing the best ball of their careers so far. Oh, and that one goes out just off the block. Just off the block of Stafford Slick there. 32-year-old 6'8" blocker from Minnesota. Here's Reed Priddy back to serve. At 39 years old, a rookie out here on the beach. Stafford Slick showing that power game of his, getting up so high, so powerful.
Go! Back, back, back! High, high! Over you.
Here we go. Stafford's going to get a chance in trans on the small block. Smaller block, I should say. And I like that big high swing, not giving the block a chance to make the dig, or to get the block. And Stafford Slick feeling it. (16-12). The hottest team on tour, keeping their lead and keeping their run going. Oh, there's that arm speed by Reed Priddy. You don't want to give him too much space to tee off. That's kind of his bread and butter, is being able to speed up that arm and use his whip of an arm there that he's used throughout his whole career indoors. You want him to have to use his finesse game and his shots, because that's the less refined skill for him right now early on in his beach career for the 39-year-old.
Switch! Go!
Still got those shots though. Good change up there by Reed Priddy. Like Stafford kind of set up on the ball there. They both were in the line. Stafford's kind of in the seam. I think Billy Allen just kind of took a chance there. Serving up the middle, they're gonna go with the back set. Oh, there it is, wow. Great dig by Reed. Flying in there, and then Ricardo just such good instincts at the net. He's always gonna put his, there's that indoor dive. See how it's kind of chest first? He lands chest first. And then Ricardo, just the instincts are so good. He knows exactly what to do in that situation. Seal the low angle in the open court for Stafford Slick. Billy Allen staying steady as he does. Swiss Allen slicing and dicing. Oh, look at this. Wow, what an up by Reed Priddy. Fans are loving it. And Billy, of course, quiets everyone. Some great plays by Reed there, but Billy Allen's just gonna, at the end of the play, just kind of make the consistent move here. with the free ball. Nothing special, just gonna find the open court. Anticlimactic end to that rally, but that's kind of how Billy Allen rolls. Just does what makes sense, stays composed, and such a good player.
Once again, Ricardo and Reed lost their very first match here in San Francisco to Jeff Samuels and Derek Olson, but they rebounded quickly. They won their second match on Friday, 3 straight yesterday, including taking down Catespeare and Mayer. Now they've got the #1 seed in the tournament in Billy and Stafford.
You know, it seems like the vibe in the stadium is that it's a close match and it's our close set here in the first, but it's just the consistency and honestly I feel like it's the chemistry of Slick and Allen kind of coming to its peak right now on this run they're going on the AVP Tour. And they're just able to make all the easy plays, take care of any play that's handed to them, any opportunity that's handed to them. They take care of it every time. And that's been the difference in this first set, you know. There's a bunch of long rallies. Both teams are making great plays, but at the end of the day, all the easy ones are going to Billy Allen and Stafford Slick, and that's why they have the 4-point lead here in the first set. Really fun to watch. Stafford Slick with his goggles. He got hit in the face last year in a tournament in New Orleans, and actually had a scary situation where his glasses hit his eye and his retina got damaged and he had to go to the hospital, and it was actually a really scary situation. So he has to wear these goggles now that you see him wiping a little sweat off of him. It's a pretty sweet fashion statement. But luckily Stafford's safe now. You know, he jumps so high and is such a physical player that his face is up above the net often. So I think he just got sick of getting hit in the face and didn't want to risk any more injury to his eyes. That's an undercall by Stafford Slick. He broad jumped a little bit too much there and contacted Reed Priddy as Reed made a move for the ball. If they had made contact and Reed didn't have a chance at the ball, then the refs may have let it go as long as it wasn't dangerous. But since Reed was making a play on the ball and there was contact, it's interference. Stafford Slick coming to the middle. Ricardo Santos gets the dig and puts that one away. Ricardo stepped into the angle there. He showed Stafford that he was going to be in the angle. I think he showed him so much, telegraphed his moves so much that Stafford thought for sure Ricardo was going to break the other direction. Ricardo just played the cat and mouse game, stayed still. Stafford shot it right to him and he put it away. Now we got a 1-point game. The Olympians, 5 medals, 5 Olympic medals between those two right there. They definitely play better under pressure. I'm sure they prefer it. And pressure's building more and more here in Stadium Court. And they're only down 1 right now. So the 1 seed cannot take their foot off the pedal. They need to finish this set out, and they're going to need to get a really big side out of this timeout, or else it's going to be a tied game. Or else they got a tied game. But check out the venue outside the stadium. Lots of fun and games going on. The Jumpman Zone, of course. Fans have been loving that all weekend. Such a cool thing that the AVP does for everybody. Jumping off with the Bay Bridge in the background. That's off the back side of the stadium where Club AVP is. Here we go, Ricardo Santos going with the jump serve. So deadly with that thing. And like I said, so deadly. Sends it to Stafford Slick. Looks like that timeout kind of, I don't want to say got in Stafford's head, but look at him trying to shake it off, stay loose. Definitely not the pass Stafford wanted. There we go. There's the one he wanted. Now he's in system, and Reed Priddy's blocking. Interesting strategy, having Reed stay up there at the net. Obviously, he's a good blocker. He's been an outside hitter indoors his whole career. But Ricardo's, one of the greatest blockers of all time. Obviously, he's later on in his career now, so maybe he doesn't want to jump serve and run up there. He's 42 years old, but interesting strategy there. Let's see if Reed can side out. And he does with the finesse game. Wow, Billy Allen was all over it, but Billy Allen was there. I'm surprised he didn't come up with it. Just like half an inch off from it. Can't get his whole hand there. Here we go, Ricardo talking to Reed. Telling him something there, and Reed's back on the line. He's been serving in some big situations before in his career. Keeps this one into Stafford Slick. Oh, Stafford staying aggressive on that big block. That's a shot that they dared Stafford to make. So Ricardo, you see him reaching back to his line. He tried to front Stafford Slick, show him his body in the angle, and then reach back to the line. Great blocking move, but Stafford took what they gave him. Good shot by him, but he misses that foot serve. Interesting to see these few errors here late in the set by Stafford Slick. In the past in his career, the last few years, Stafford's been getting to these big moments, but there's been a few breakdowns here and there. And but recently on this run that they're going on, he's just been so steady. And let's see if he can steady out here, because he's making a few errors late in the match. Definitely a new Stafford Slick we're seeing though these days. And there it is. He's right back at it. That's the new Stafford Slick in the clutch, coming through. And they're going to get a shot to take this first set right here. Stafford wants to serve to Reed Priddy. Reed's coming at him out of the middle. Staying aggressive. Oh, gets the block, but of course, like I said before, Reed's gonna attack the block. He's gonna stay aggressive. He's played against bigger blocks before indoors, that's for sure. And sometimes you have 2 or 3 blockers, and he's been so good with that. So sticking with his gun, tool Stafford Slick. Here we go, Billy Allen. Oh, wow. Good aggressive swing by Billy. Ricardo was all over it. If Billy would have taken anything off that, Ricardo would have got his hands there in time. Went a little high with it too. Very smart not to let Ricardo steal those low angles. Here's Stafford. Big serve. Reed Priddy's gonna get a shot. No block, and he serves it out to lose the set. That's a tough shot for Reed Priddy. Not somewhere he wants to be, is off the net with no block, and not much of an approach either.
I like it. This is going to be a phenomenal match.
His off-speed game isn't quite where he wants it to be yet, so that's going to be a tough one. And Stafford and Billy coming through with it. Good drop by Stafford there, and like I said, these guys are on fire. They found the ability to be consistent and stick to their guns through the highs and lows of every tournament. They've gone through the contenders bracket to get to where they're at. Not this week, but in the past 2 tournaments, there were losses, but they bounced back every time, and they're showing their resiliency right there. Let's see what Mark Sherman's up to.
Here we go. First, Ray and Julia. When you start spinning, and then once I say stop, you run down, you tag your partner. You guys do the same thing, and the first to make it back to the start is the winner. You guys ready for this? This is going to be a fun one. This is going to be good. Here we go. Ray, Julia, in 3, 2, 1, go. Good form by you two. My goodness, you guys were listening. Bat to the ground, head to the bat. Get that head on the bat, Ray. I see you. There it is. Now that you're doing it right, I'll start counting. 10, 9, 8 seconds to go. 7, oh boy. 6, get back up. Here we go, Ray. You're almost there. 5, right here. We go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. Tag your partner. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. Oh, my goodness, Julia, yes. You start spinning. Man, that was great because it did not matter who got there first. Here we go. Let's start it again. 15, 14, 13. Good. Okay, Claire, head to the bat. Head to the bat. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.5, 3. I missed 4. 4. You got 3 seconds left. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Here we go. All the way down. Here we go. To the end line for the win. Oh, I really, who won? Far side? She caught up at the end. Oh my goodness, Claire with the comeback. Andy, phenomenal job. Give it up for these 4 ladies. Claire, Andy, Ray, and Julia. My goodness, yes, that was good. Okay, get back after it, Rick. Get back, yeah, go.
Take the court. Take your time. Time to shine, Dave. Always time to shine, Dave. Eagle eye. Yeah, Alan. I'm ready. Yeah. I'm taking over. Here we go. No, I don't want the ring. I just want the flag. Here we go. Let's welcome the gentlemen back on the court. An incredible first set. A little comeback. Down 15-19. Reed and Ricardo tied it up. But Billy and Stafford persevered to take it 24-22. 21 out. Reed Priddy is going to start us off in the second.
All right, 1-0, back at it.
Go!
Nice shot there by Reed Priddy.
Beautiful placement on the shot. It'll be Ricardo to the line.
Ricardo back to serve. Ricardo Santos has 55 gold medals on the FIVB Tour. I mean, that's a ridiculous stat. He's just been winning his whole career at the highest level. He's played everywhere, anywhere, and won at all those places. As Stafford goes OT on the indoor Olympian, Reed Priddy. OT, of course, being over the top. Little volley dialogue for you there. Wow, wow, that was OT right there, and Reed's gonna tell him about it. He goes right back at him. Little finger wag, a little OT hand gesture from Reed Priddy. I love it. Guys are talking now. Here we go. Reed Priddy, nice little move back there. Goes off the block again.
Swing off the block for Priddy.
Staying aggressive. I really like that, actually. You know, when you're staying aggressive and attacking the block, you're making him guess. Does he want to pull his hands down? Because half the time Reed's aiming out of bounds. But then again, you pull your hands down and he tees off on one that's in. And that obviously is not going to work out good for you. So he's just keeping the block guessing. Stafford, nice little shot there to taking the meat of the court. Putting that one on the sideline. No chance for Reed to chase that down.
Into the net it goes. We're switching sides. 4-3. Ricardo Santos back to serve. Ricardo, a silver medal in Sydney in 2000, the gold from Athens in 04, and a bronze in 08 in Beijing.
Reed Priddy up to block. Ricardo Santos is actually ranked 9th on the tour in blocks right now with 48 blocks, but he is letting his partner go up there and saving his legs. Billy's kind of going to have a field day, I feel like, on Reed, as he should. He's just so good at seeing everything and using the entire court that I think it's going to be tough on a indoor style blocker like Reed, where Reed's kind of used to making less, not very dynamic moves, but not taking as much court and not moving outside his body line as much, but look at that ace. That's the hubby wife right there. A little communication issues by the Olympians over there. Both went for the ball. Obviously, I don't know if Ricardo's speaking Brazilian, maybe a little language barrier there. Now he's going down Reed's line. Good read there by Billy Allen. Nice play. Billy just time after time again, just making the right play right there. Ricardo thought Billy would try to tool the block. He recognized it and just poked it high over. Billy's kind of like a deceiving, he jumps deceivingly high and has deceivingly long arms. You kind of feel like he's an undersized player when you're standing across the net from him, but then once you get out there, you definitely realize that he's getting up pretty high and definitely a physical player. Another good read by Billy, making the, and Reed's right back at it. Battle of the defenders right here, and Billy makes the smart play again. Just so steady. Stop him once, he comes back again, makes the right shot. Billy Allen really just like the solid foundation for this team. Always consistent. Stafford Slick can always rely on him to make the right play. There's the patented line bounce from Ricardo Santos. That's his favorite shot, or at least my favorite shot of his. If you give that guy some line, he will bounce that thing every time. Such a good arm swing, such a big person. I mean, I don't know how much he weighs, but he's got to be like 6'3", 6'8", 230 or 40 or something like that. Going at Billy Allen. And Billy makes the right shot again. I wonder if they're going to make that switch and go back to Stafford Slick. Doesn't seem like they're having much luck on Billy Allen. Even when they do get a touch, they're sending it back over and giving him another shot, and it's just so steady and making clean plays. And Reed Priddy's not necessarily trained to make all the beach reads on defense yet, so it's going to be really hard to play against a guy like Billy. But he does right there. Proves me wrong. But Billy, once again, giving himself another shot. Interesting play there.
Another phenomenal rally. Stafford's like, that was awkward, but it worked.
Reed with the off speed there. Just kind of a light miss hit. Right through the block, it looked like. 8-6, Allen and Slick are still in the lead. Reed and Ricardo are making plays here and there, but they just can't put together any runs. That's what's making it so difficult for teams to beat these guys. And that's why they're the 1 seed here this weekend. Okay, the ref's gonna call that. That's a double. Came out a little weird from Billy's hands there. No argument. Now we got a 1-point game. Stafford Slick bouncing that one into the stands. He tends to do that. Now that's kind of the tough thing about serving Stafford. He's so physical and he can hit the crap out of the ball. But he'll also give you more errors than a guy like Billy Allen, I think. Nice clean, quick line drop shot by Reed Priddy. seems like every match Reed's getting better and better and more natural on the beach. Late drop from Ricardo Santos, but Billy Allen saw it, took advantage of it. Ends up not being the right decision for Ricardo. Ricardo with the cover, gonna get a shot here. Nice line shot, sending it to the corner, deep. I mentioned Billy Allen's consistency. He's been playing since 2006, and he's 35 years old, playing some of the best ball of his career right now. But that consistency just comes from his experience. Since 2006, he's been playing. He's played in 110 events on the AVP tour. And just consistently on the AVP as well. He never really tried to play at international. He did a little bit, only 9 events he's played on the international tour, just stayed home and stuck with the domestic tour, and he's the 1 seed now. Priddy going high off the block, but into the net himself. With that big swing, sometimes you have a huge follow through, and of course his hand hits the net right there. 12-9. It's gonna take something special out of these Olympians, Ricardo Santos and Reed Priddy, to beat this team right here, Stafford Slick and Billy Allen.
Just off of stadium floor, we got a mini beer deck over there as well. Grab yourself a truly spiked and sparkling little Sam Adams.
Head over to the beer garden if you guys come down. I know you guys are at home right now, but come on down and check out the beer garden. Seems like people are slowly filling in there as well as things heat up here on Stadium Court.
Head on over to one of the beer decks or up in Club AVP.
For me, I'm sticking with the Kona Red Cold Brew. Keeping that energy up all day. Here we go. Let's see if these boys can string together a run. They're going to need to. They're going to need to somehow come back and somehow keep that lead if they ever do get it. Because Billy Allen and Stafford Slick are just on their 3rd tournament in a row where they're just on a tear. Steady, steady, steady. And they're obviously the favorites to win it here in San Francisco. Best of the best here on Sunday. Stafford Slick back to serve. Billy Allen's all over that drop shot by, and look at that.
Jumbo, and he freezes him in place. What a shot for Billy Allen.
I mean, that kind of speaks for itself right there. Reed with the drop shot. Billy Allen, just no hesitation step, goes straight to the ball, knows exactly what's happening, and then Jumbo's Reed Priddy, where Reed can't even move because it's such a good shot. Just freezes him. And now they're out of system. And they get a kind of a lucky trickle.
Using the equipment, why not? 10-13 to kill by
10-13. They're gonna have to manufacture something. Ricardo's telling Reed, but let's see what they got in store. Ricardo's got some kind of plan. Let's see what it is though. Not sure what he's telling Reed. Reed's gonna go with his jump serve. Staying on Billy Allen though, who's been so steady. There we go, we got a chance for a real one. And he bounces straight down that line. They are not scared of a big moment. The crowd loves it. And that's a huge swing right there. Kind of an indoor style swing. Look at that. He had like 6 inches to go down the line, and he takes it directly down the line. And there's a real point for them. That's what they needed. Staying on Billy Allen. Oh, and Billy again with a nice swing. It looked like Ricardo was all over that. Committed to that angle, but Billy just stayed seam on it, knowing that Ricardo was going to make that big move. See Ricardo's outside hand. Didn't drag it enough. He brought both of them towards the angle, and Billy made a really smart seam swing. Stafford Slick blocks angle there. Reed Priddy hits angle and still gets it past him. Nice kind of miss hit where he cuffs the ball and gets really far on the right side of it to get that one past Stafford. 2 points. Let's see if Ricardo and Reed can close this lead. Another shot, free ball for Billy Allen. He's going with the push set on Ricardo. That's a big veteran block right there. Usually when there's a push set, you know, the block has to hustle to get out to the line to be able to seal it, or else it's going to be an easy slap down. But Ricardo, knowing that Billy thinks that Ricardo's going to dive out to the line to seal it off and give his defender a chance to he just stays and gives him they double up in the angle, and Ricardo gets the block. Oh, Reed Priddy. Looks like he was just a split second late on that move to get that. He was in the right position. He was in position to get that ball up, but looked like his first step was a little slow, so he was late getting there. Again, I keep seeing that indoor style dive, which doesn't work quite as well here. You got to move really low and slide under the ball rather than diving high and landing on your chest like Reed did right there. Good swing off the block by Reed. Kind of his game, as we talked about before, and they're keeping it within one. Ball goes out. Billy Allen back to serve. They got the 2-point lead. Wow, that was a really good shot. Billy Allen was all over that. Defense was set up in the right spot, but that shot was just too good.
5-6.
Got that ball down really quick on that cut shot. Another aired serve. Ricardo's not happy with himself. He knows they needed that. Now or never for Priddy and Santos. Of course, we have the score's gonna freeze when we get to match point, so they'll have a chance if they keep it close, but they're gonna need to manufacture some points right here. And again, Reed goes off the block. So frustrating for Stafford Slick when a player keeps using and abusing the block. Tooling it all day, but it works, and Stafford's gonna have to make an adjustment there. Now they switch it up and go to Stafford on the push set. Reed's all over the cutty, and Ricardo's gonna put that away all day. Both guys giving each other credit. Two really great plays right there. Now they came back. Here's the opportunity. They got to where they wanted to be, and who's gonna close it out in the clutch right here? Oh, wow. Reed Priddy would love to have that one back. He's in the right spot.
It's just a 1-point lead right now. Reed and
If you can get Stafford Slick hitting off-speed shots like that, you're going to have a good shot. If he's coming in aggressive and hitting and audibling from that high point, audibling to his shots from that high point, then it's going to be a lot more tough. But he kind of came in a little tentative. I think that was a good opportunity for Reed Priddy to get that dig. Stays aggressive on Stafford. Stafford's a little frustrated, but doesn't really need to be. They just need to keep siding out right now. Get themselves to that match point. Reed's one of the best in the world at hitting off the block and attacking with a good block, so something you can't get too frustrated about. Reed Priddy with the swing block. And Billy Allen, that's a clutch, not clutch error right there. Looked like he just was going for hands. He loves to, when it gets tight, Billy likes to just swing high, deep to the corner, get that touch off the block, but Reed's doing a swing block, so it's really hard to see his hands. Again with the same swing. Reed tried to fake a drop and then get up. Maybe that would get in Billy's head, but Billy just had a nice steady swing across court. I like the cat and mouse game Reed Priddy's playing up at the net there, but he ended up not getting his block to the right spot. It's a little tricky when he's doing that swing. You need to keep your shoulders square, especially out here on the beach, to take the most angles. And he comes through siding out consistently. Set point for these guys. The fans want this to go 3. Everyone's kind of excited. High energy here in the stadium. High level volleyball coming in, and seems like the fans want it to go 3. Let's see what happens. Billy Allen coming in the middle. Nice swing against
And once again, we're going into overtime.
big Brazilian block of Ricardo Santos. Priddy's gonna get another shot, goes high off the hand, and another touch. Stafford hands on his hip. Looks like Billy Allen's saying, don't worry about it. Weather the storm. Reed's feeling it. All they gotta do is side out. Oh, Lord. What happened there? Look at that. What a treat. We're going to 3. Winner goes to the finals. Loser goes home. Fans are partying out here in San Francisco Bay. 1 of 4 events in California this year on the AVP tour, but the only event that's not actually on a beach. It's actually on a pier underneath and next to the Bay Bridge in the background. And we got a great match out here at the end of the pier where AVP brought the beach to the San Francisco people, the people of San Fran. I don't know what you call them, San Franciscans. And everyone's loving it. Look at these people out here paddling, kayaking, doing some stand-up paddleboarding out on the bay. Great summer day here in San Francisco.
Our first men's semifinal. 24-22. Billy and Stafford were up by 4 late. 4 straight points from Reed and Ricardo, but Billy and Stafford found a way to finish it.
Plenty of stuff to do here in the city, of course. People coming from near and far, and everyone loving our sponsor village. Tons to do out here all weekend.
Yeah, baby. When we come back on the court, we're going to let the guys know that we're just as ready as they are. Let's do it. Whether you're rooting for Ricardo and Reed or Billy and Stafford, let them hear it right now, SF.
Here we go. Fans are on their feet. 0-0, third set. The best of the best are here on Sunday. The players' tent is very lonely, and we are off here in the third set. Stafford Slick passing off the net, gonna get no one up, and Reed Priddy comes up with the dig. But he's off the net, so they're gonna get another shot out of here. And Stafford puts down the easy shot. 1-0, the number 1 seed, playing the 5 seed. 5 seed, of course, with 5 Olympic medals between the 2 of them. 2 indoor, 3 on the beach. Reed Priddy continuing to tee off. Really early drop there by Stafford Slick. Not something you want to do on a guy like Reed Priddy with that kind of arm. Ricardo going with the float serve, and they're headed to Billy Allen. Side set by Stafford Slick. Reed Priddy stays neutral on D, comes up with a dig, and then a quick low line shot. That was a really nice shot. Billy Allen was all over the line, but he got it down to the sand quickly. Here we go, 2-1. Priddy Santos taking a little lead here early in the third set. Stafford with the left hand, showing a little athleticism. That set got pushed to his outside shoulder, so instead of reaching with the right, switch to the left. It's really hard as a blocker. You're always setting up on the guy's hitting shoulder. When they switch it up like that, you're automatically out of position. Carlos Santos from the pin, goes lefty. Look at that. These guys are answering, and Ricardo getting the crowd going. They are loving it. The Brazilian loves getting the crowd going. Look at this shot. That's his offhand. Such a sharp cut shot with his left hand. I love it. Billy Allen on 2. Steady as always. Priddy's coming to the middle. Oh, wow. Billy wishes he had that one out. Ricardo playing to the fans a little bit. Very entertaining player to watch, obviously. I'm interested to see who they go after more in this third set. Stafford right now. Blocked by Ricardo Santos. Like I said before, if you can get Stafford coming in tentatively, like he did right there, he didn't really give himself an option. Right there, you can already see he's shooting, and Ricardo was all over it, watching him, keeping his head up the whole time. Really nice block by Ricardo. Stafford's got to stay aggressive here. And the lefty, wow, these guys are feeling it. Two left-handed hits. I don't know if they're just trying to match each other or see what's going on here. And that's an ace by Stafford Slick. Wow. 5-5, we got a side switch. That thing landed right on the back line. Misread by Reed Priddy. Here we go, Billy Allen in transition. That's a touch. Great play by Reed Priddy. Wow. Putting Ricardo up on 2. He's going to get another shot off the block, and it goes deep with it. Feeling it. Such a nice transition set by Reed Priddy on that first one. Let's see who Reed Priddy and Ricardo Santos go after. They keep going after. Wow, right up the seam. Huge serve. And Ricardo giving praises to Reed Priddy. You know, between the last point or so, we kind of saw Stafford grabbing his side. I don't know if he's actually hurt or not, but maybe that's why he was using his left hand. Let's keep an eye on Stafford Slick. Wow, yeah, there's definitely something wrong. There's no reason for Stafford to be using his left hand other than maybe he strained an ab or something like that. That's a very unfortunate situation for Stafford here. They're obviously going to stay on him serving. And let's see how what he does here. Right-handed, comes in for the shot. So we're probably not going to see Stafford opening up that side of his body and teeing off on any more balls with his right hand. Very unfortunate, but you know what? They have a shot here. If he can pull it together and find a way, they can still get themselves to this final, and then he can get some treatment in between. Nice shot by Ricardo. Stafford's definitely moving differently now. Not something we like to see here. Keep an eye on Stafford, the way he's playing. The way that he went up for that block right there just kind of looked very one-dimensional, like he was staying square and waiting till he came down to make a move, not twisting in midair to dive back and get that. Hope he's all right here. And they go at Billy Allen. Wow, that's a surprise, but it works. And here we go, another trans. He's gonna stay aggressive. No, he's gonna shoot, and it works. Wow. Ricardo again, so animated, loving the fans, getting the fans into it. 10-6. Stafford Slick is hurting. I mean, we have to say that that's part of the reason why they're on this run right now. Seems like maybe the right side of his abs or his oblique or something like that. They might be taking a medical timeout here. So they're gonna have a medical timeout. We're gonna have a little break, and Stafford Slick's gonna try to give himself a little break, see if the medical staff can help him out a little. Not sure what's wrong, but I think it's his right oblique. When he went and reached for a ball, it kind of, you know, we've had, like, Phil Dahlhauser's had a torn ab a year or two ago. He's kind of been dealing with it in and out, on and off. So that's going to be a 5-minute medical timeout for Stafford Slick. We hope that he's okay. We hope that he can finish this match out. You know, even if he does finish this match out, it's hard to believe that he's going to come out later in the day and be fully ready to go win a final. But by no means does that mean any of these athletes would give up on this, especially in the third set. But medical staff's working on his right oblique right now. That can't feel good. Not only does it hurt, but now someone's got their finger sticking it in there. So, you know, this is professional athletics. There's injuries all the time and stuff you got to push through. But these guys are warriors, and Stafford will be back out there on the court in a few minutes. I guarantee it. Unless, of course, it's so bad that he doesn't want to risk hurting himself for the next injury. But the fans are here. The fans are loving it. Ricardo Santos totally taking advantage of the situation right now and getting the fans on his side, pumping up his partner. And it's been fun so far. Hate to see an injury affect the end of this match here, especially when it's the #1 seed, the favorite team. But Ricardo and Priddy and Santos, obviously they would never hope for this to happen, but I don't think they're complaining either. They're going to finish this match out strong and try to get Reed Priddy to his first final, Ricardo to his first AVP final. And I don't know how many finals Ricardo's been to in his life, but first on the AVP tour, so I'm sure this one would be special for him, especially as the 5 seed. Make sure you guys stay tuned on the broadcast for the next match. Of course, we have Ty Loomis and Madison McKibben going up against Ed Ratledge and Eric Zahn to set up the two teams in the finals to meet the winner here later on this afternoon. It's win or go home. Losers will take a third place, and it's funny, Reed Priddy's down on the court peppering with some of the volunteers, getting the volunteers involved. Kids always love it. He's got to stay loose and stay warm here during this medical timeout. If Stafford Slick comes back even just a little better than he was a few minutes ago, from whatever the medical staff's doing, Ricardo and Reed cannot be on their heel. They can't be passive, you know. So it looks like they're going to tape up Stafford's ab with rock tape, and hope that does it. It's a little extra strength there. It kind of just holds everything in position there, whether it's mental or it actually physically holds it. That stuff seems to work. Also brings a little extra blood flow to the area. Your body feels the tape on that part of the skin and sends a little extra blood flow there. And let's see if it can work quickly. Good test here for the kinesio tape. Looks like Stafford's gonna play. He obviously has the option to forfeit and not risk further injuring his ab here, or oblique. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's on his lower right side of his abdomen. And they're gonna kind of just warm up again. Santos and Priddy are peppering just to stay warm. Billy Allen's back practicing some serves. Fans give Stafford a little ovation. Of course, they definitely appreciate him being a warrior out here and coming out and finishing out this match. How cool would it be to see them come back and win this match?
The lead for Priddy and Ricardo. We're playing to 15. Got to win by 2. This is to make the men's finals, which will be at 3:30 this afternoon.
Here we go. Ricardo's got some play dialed up with Reed here. Let's see what they do. Definitely going after Stafford. And Stafford gets the tool. Low, aggressive swing, a little flex, showing he's still got it. No big deal. But he's also going to have to do it. Now, remember, when it's such an overhead sport and your side is hurting, you still have to go overhead when you're blocking here. So let's see how his extension is. And not good at all. He got up about half as high as he normally does. Looks like he's a little scared to max jump up at the net with his hands overhead. And smart swing by Reed Priddy, making Stafford have to reach up high to even have a shot at it. Stafford, puts that one in the net. Definitely struggling here. Not getting his good approach. Not a good jump, and obviously not a good cut shot. So tough. Obviously, physically it sucks, but mentally, you're scared of hurting yourself more, and it seems like it's kind of in Stafford's head. They go after Billy Allen here, and Reed gets the dig. Not sure why they served. You know, maybe good sportsmanship there by not serving Stafford. They don't want to hurt him further. But you know, I personally think you stay on Stafford. It's his choice to be out here on the court, and you got to test the guy that's not playing well right now. (12-8), Santos Priddy. Oh, wow. See, Stafford It's not even moving well in the backcourt. Obviously, every move you make, you're using your abs. No matter if you're on defense, blocking, especially blocking. But he wasn't even able to load his core up to make that move for that dig right there. So nice, easy, low swing off the block. Ricardo touched that. Stafford's going back. He's going to go with the float serve, obviously. Doesn't have the jump serve anymore. Now Billy Allen's blocking at the net. This is fun to watch. Of course, Billy Allen drops. Nice, easy play. No one up for Stafford. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Ricardo and Reed have got match.
Now it's match point.
At 14-9.
Well, we have match point here. You see Stafford had no block up, but he's still, it's too scary for him to unload on a ball even with no one up, and Reed makes the play. Now they got match point. Billy Allen puts it away on 2. Fans appreciate the effort there. Staying alive. We got a side switch.
One more serve to the side switch.
Reed, Priddy, and Ricardo Santos are 1 point away. Of course, we're on this isn't match point because we have a point freeze and you have to be serving to score a match point. But $150,000 purse, total purse here this weekend. And Santos, Priddy are one step closer to getting the big payday.
You gotta earn it to win it. You can only score when you're serving.
And here we go. Ricardo asking the crowd to start making some noise. Give him something to cheer for. Ricardo telling Reed what play he wants to run right now. Gotta assume they're going after Stafford, as they do. Low set, that's gonna work somehow. Stafford slick with the float, going nice and high. And Ricardo's in the net, so that's a real point. 10-4. $10-14 here. Stafford and Billy, a chance to get one more point off of him, and he serves it out. You know, Stafford's obviously hurt right now, so he's kind of just doing random stuff to try to manufacture some points, but that's not gonna do it. Oh, Ricardo gets the block for the match, but it goes 2 inches out, so not yet. 14-10. Billy and Stafford looking to get a real one. Stafford's back at the net. Good block there by Stafford. Best block I've seen since he's come back out of the court after that medical timeout. Not as big as he's usually up, but still got a pretty good jump on it. Got his hands in a good spot.
Ricardo at the line, serving match point number 4. The other rule on match points during the free.
Of course, you can't. There's no let serves on match point once we get to this point freeze. So you only get one let. Only one redo here. This one can't touch the net. They go to Stafford deep for the match. Reed's gonna get a, oh no. And of course, Billy Allen with the hammer. And we're still going here. Fans definitely love this new rule that was implemented at the beginning of this season. Makes for an exciting match for sure. Oh, Billy, nice touch. Stafford putting him up. And that, oh, wow. Billy puts it in a tight cut shot, and he's going to get a shot for a real point here. And he does. Wow. Billy Allen scrapping right now. Finding a way to give his team a chance. Look at this. Look at this shot off of. That's supposed to be a free ball for Priddy and Santos, and Billy Allen just cutting it so sharp. Stafford giving Billy all the credit right there, as he deserves. Trying to carry his partner. Billy Allen coming through.
The second men's semifinal will start 10 minutes after this one.
You know, this match is not over. I mean, Ricardo and Reed, they can't take their foot off the pedal here. With this point freeze, all Stafford and Billy have to do is side out. They cannot lose the match if they side out. And you know, defense wins championships, so that's what they're going to have to do here to get a chance at this championship. Here out on the pier. It's been fun all weekend out here on the pier. Obviously a beautiful backdrop. Right there you're seeing Alcatraz. The city's just feeling it. Great vibes. And the party's definitely out on the pier though this weekend.
Here we go. Out of the timeout, 11 serving 14. 2 points in the freeze scoring. Stafford and Billy looking to make it 3.
Here we go, Reed Priddy. Chance to side out. Billy Allen, do what you do, buddy. He's not even a blocker, not even phased, no emotion. Stone cold Billy Allen. Look at this block, like he's been doing it his whole life. Huge stuff for a real point late in the match when his partner's injured. Get some, Billy Allen. Another chance here. And he drops. Good choice. Billy puts it away. 2 in a row. Wow. This match is not over. 13-14. Here we go. Giving an easy one to Reed Priddy again. Reed's coming right at Billy. And he shoots it to Stafford. Now a step. Yep. Highline shot. Reed Priddy not happy. Stafford feeling it. Billy Allen stone cold.
Let's keep our hands together as of that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. All you kidding me, Billy and Stafford down 9.
14 all, ladies and gentlemen. This is quite an amazing feat right here. Just the fact that they've come back, but obviously they're not satisfied. The 1 seed wants to go to the finals. Stafford misses that one deep for a chance to get another real point. And Priddy and Santos are going to get a chance for match point right here to go to the finals. Oh, sorry, that wasn't a real. Yeah, it's 14 all, not match point. Oh, wow. Stafford slick, sneaking it under the block of Ricardo Santos. Ricardo was making the right move there, but he went high with it. Watch that high reach rather than pressing. Pressed a little too late. Good job with Stafford moving it around. Billy's there for a real point. Not quite yet. Stafford able to make a play at the net. And Ricardo puts it away. This match is still going. Fans are feeling it. Wow, what a treat here on Stadium Court. Little windshield wipe for Stafford's goggles. Here we go. Santos and Priddy for a real one to get to 15. And he tools the big block of Santos. Remember, Stafford's still struggling and dealing with that. It's not a full swing, it's kind of short because of that ab, but he is pulling it out. Reed Priddy hits it out with no one up. Wow, 15-14. Are you kidding me right now? This would be an amazing comeback and a devastating loss for Priddy and Santos. Unbelievable. Here we go, match point number 1 for the number 1 seed in the tournament. The defender is blocking. Stafford Slick's playing defense, staying on Reed Priddy. And Billy with the touch and a chance. Winners! Wow, what warriors. The 1 seed battling through injury to win it. Come back from a 14-10 deficit. Unbelievable play from Billy Allen and Stafford Slick. That right there is why Donaldson and the AVP implemented the freeze rule, so the fans can see comebacks like that. It sucks when you're winning, but the rules are the rules. And Stafford Slick and Billy Allen just so clutch right now. And wow, they earned that. Unbelievable. What a treat for the men's first semifinal. We got one more coming up with Ty Loomis and Madison McKibben, of course, playing against Eric Vaughn and Ed Ratledge. This one should be a really fun battle. A bunch of good athletes out here. And make sure you guys stay tuned for that next matchup coming up right here on Stadium Court.
We've got 10 minutes on the clock. 10 minutes until our second men's semifinal. cut.